Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So Facebook subscription service. Is this something that people would actually even pay for? Or was it all a part of Facebook's master plan anyway? Well, I think it's a combination of both. And the reason I say that is because first and foremost, people are not going to stop using Facebook. Businesses are not going to stop using Facebook. Okay, and so I know for sure they're going to pay for this service. A lot of people might groan and, argue at the beginning, but eventually they're going to pay for it. Okay. That's first and foremost. And secondly, Facebook, as with any of these other companies, they always had this model of a paid version in the future. Okay. So the whole reason that they offer a lot of these services for free at the beginning is obviously to get a lot of users on their platform. And once they got users on their platform and then they started collecting a lot of data, then they could go to their real money makers, and that is their ad platforms. And for Facebook, we have Facebook ads, Bing ads for Microsoft, and we have obviously the big dog, Google AdWords. And so that was always the plan. And once they've had enough people on here, and once the ad platforms are actually being used by businesses and individuals, that they can now target to all these billions of people who use their services every day, then it's much easier for them to offer other paid services, such as YouTube Red. Okay, that's a perfect example. Or Hulu. And of course, we have Netflix as well. Okay, even though Netflix was never free to begin with, but you kind of get my point. Okay, and so this is something that was going to happen anyway, regardless of whether or not this whole data privacy thing came on. Okay, and Facebook earns quite a bit of money from their ad platform and all their other business, partnerships that they have. Just in 2017 in US and Canada alone, they earned almost $20 billion. And in 2017, they earned almost $40 billion. Okay. And so that's a lot of money for a quote unquote free platform. Now, regardless of, what your thoughts are on the whole data collection thing, it's absolutely vital to every business. I think the whole issue comes in how they use it. And so, that's really where my stance is on that, because, I have mentioned this before. I do digital marketing. And so all these ads that you see here, all these ads that you see here, all the ads that you see all over the internet, they all are dependent on these big platforms. And, it's not going anywhere because, as long as there's people who want to buy stuff, there's always going to be marketing and there's always going to be sales. Okay. And so as long as people are spending money, these would never go anywhere. And so that's why I think, from a personal point of view, it's so important that you learn digital marketing skills, because it's going to be valuable for a long time. Now, Sheryl Sandberg, she also had a meeting, interview about this as well. And, this is another instance where they were talking about, how would this whole thing work if we did not collect your data? Well, if you did opt out of their normal ad driven, Facebook platform, then, you would still have to pay for it some way, right? I mean, because obviously, none of these companies operate for free. They have costs, they have employees, they have people that they actually have to take care of, and there's billions of people who use their services every single day. Okay. And billions of businesses, use these every single day, and they'll continue to use it. And so, if you just look at the whole bigger picture, it's not a simple thing. You just can't shut a company like Facebook down. That's just not going to happen. And so obviously behind the scenes, there's already things being done in the meantime to actually adhere to these new policies. But in the end, it's going to be business as usual. And I'm thinking it's going to be even bigger business, because once they turn on this subscription model, that does not mean that they're going to stop running their Facebook ads platform. Or any of these other platforms. They are not going to stop these platforms. It's impossible. Okay. They're now just going to be able to make even more money than before. And so, that's my thought, because if you think about services like Netflix or Hulu or YouTube Red, even though you might not see ads on your particular content that you're watching, you're still being marketed to. Data is still being collected. Okay. That's plain and simple. They're going to try to sell you more products and services in the future because they still know what you're consuming. Okay. The interactions that you have. And so that's, like I said, these ad platforms are definitely not going anywhere. Okay. And so that's it for this particular episode. I just wanted to go ahead and just talk about this whole subscription model, and how, really this is really not going to change much. If anything, it's just going to make more money for these companies. As shown right here, Netflix once again beat estimates, of their user growth. And so obviously that means more money and look, more ads. Okay. And so if you had any thoughts on this whole Facebook ads, subscription model, which is definitely going to be coming, or anything else that I just talked about today, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to subscribe. And if you wanted to support my channel further, you could do that at patreon.com/Geek Outdoors. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.